What's up, TappN fam? We're back with another Shots O'Clock series where we bring you the insider secrets on the nightlife in your city by sitting down with the curators of the nightlife itself. Today, we have the pleasure of meeting with one of the most versatile businessmen here in Cleveland, known for not only his involvement in the nightlife, but an artist, a barber, a curator, owner of Jackson's Motif and Lounges CLE. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Jackson.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure, bro.
We appreciate you, AD, for sure.
Thank you, man. This is amazing, man. I feel honored, man. And I think I was kind of chomping at the bits, man. 'Cause I'm like, hey, when I'm gonna get it?
Well, you next? Yeah, no. It's only right. It's only right. It was in due timing. So a lot of people have been seeing Lounges CLE in the last few months to years, but they don't really know too much per se about the individual that really goes through this. So if you don't mind, give us a little background on yourself.
Absolutely.
How'd you get into this?
Absolutely. So, man, I've been an artist all my life, and I went to the military at 18.
Okay.
And I suppressed all of that. You know, I got out in 2017. So from 2003 all the way to 2017, it was just all about the service. I enjoyed my service in the Navy, but when I got out and came back to Cleveland, I felt that hunger to want to create, you know. And I didn't know how I was going to get into it at first. It started with cutting hair.
Okay.
I got my first set of barber licenses in Virginia. And from there, it was just nonstop. I love cutting hair. I love, you know, giving folks like amping up their personality, you know, based off of, you know, how their hairstyles
Look
are.
good, feel good.
Come on. So through there, met some amazing people, made amazing connections, and I wanted more space. I'm just like, hold on, man. Now I'm about to get back into my photography. I'm about to get back into my crafting. And I just wanted more space because it was something missing, man. It was something missing in the city, man. And it was just all the different places that I've been in my travels, all the different places that I've been, even stateside. I'm just like, man, the artist hubs in Virginia are different. The artist hubs in Connecticut or in Chicago, you know, where I was stationed, different. So, you know, here comes Lounges.
Okay.
You know, I started manifesting. So, yeah, man, it's been a wild ride because this is my third commercial space technically that I saw all the way to fruition, you know. And it adds all components of the barbershop, the art gallery, the event space, and then now coming a third space element where we're selling retail and other goods, you know.
So amongst those other spaces that you have, if you don't mind me asking, is this, I would assume it's an accumulation of all of them, you know, coming into this. And this is a really large, really nice space that you got here.
Yeah, it was, oh my goodness. It was intimidating at first.
Okay.
So much space, but I knew how I wanted to fill every pocket. This is all those ideas that started with across the street, directly across the street for those who remember Jackson Motif, social space.
Okay.
I went from there and brung those ideas here where it was just like, you know, this is just more room to breathe. This is just more room to do things. The one thing that I thought that was missing in the city was a space for artists. Like, and I'm not talking about like the cool guys. I'm talking about the artists that they want to dress like how they feel, you know, and they want to feel like how they feel. And we get so much expression out of this space. People come and they, you know, you would have thought it was a cause event sometimes, or people come in full yoga garb. Or, you know, it doesn't matter, man. Folks are coming as they are to the space, you know. So we embrace that, and I found a home with that because, you know, I mean, we all get caught up in that cool guy cycle, you know. I wanted to shed that. I had to refine myself when I got out the military.
Okay, yeah.
So I wanted to tap in with my network. I wanted to tap in with the folks that I could resonate, and those are the artists of Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that journey. I love that story. I appreciate that. So the discipline of being a barber, how did that translate into becoming this well-rounded entrepreneur?
Oh man. Well, one, everything works off time. You could take your time and you can have an idea and you'll see somebody else doing your thing.
Okay.
I realized that when I got out the military and getting into the barberscape, what I had in mind was being the best barber in Cleveland, honestly. And God had other things in mind for me.
That's usually how it goes.
I saw this big door thinking that, man, I'm just gonna take over the scene and just be the best barber in the city. I started getting crafty and I started managing my time different and filling it with more quality service. And it's almost having the audacity to say, hey, yeah, I'm doing old school hot steam towel shaves here.
Okay.
Where that's not a thing. Everybody's into the like, let me spray this hairline on you. Let me do a design. Let's get crazy with it. And I'm just like, man, I'm bringing back the old school feel of barbering, but I'm adding so much flair around it.
Not just the service, the experience.
Come on. So you get into some of my first space, man, is, you know, I laid the floors, I had the walls, I had vines and stuff
Okay.
everywhere,
Okay.
pendant lights, it was real moody. Then it was just like, man, like an experience outside of getting your haircut, you're feeling good, man. It's a personal space. So how that computes into me getting into lounges and event spaces and hosting parties, man, it's the audacity to say, hey man, I don't want to do what's normal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into the club scape. That's not mine. That's
Right.
not my
Right.
stuff. I want to get into a deconstruct the thing and get into something where it's just like with barbering. Bring back that old feeling. Bring back the house party. But
Okay. Yeah.
make it, you know, sexy. Put some art up, get some lighting,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
a cool DJ, and you add elements, man, and you have to be right on time with that, man. So I feel like I was right on time with
For
it.
sure. No, that, well, the space is a testimony to that for sure. Now, I want to talk about this space because it has different nooks and crannies, and you've genuinely curated it to be a genuine lounge.
Yeah.
People could come in if they want to dance, they could dance. If they want to chill, they could chill. If they want to go over and play spades, they got an area for that. If they just want to take in some of the art that's all over this place, where did the inspiration to want to turn it into more of a creative or an artist space than just the typical lounge or club come from?
So I was going to a lot of art shows. I was going to a lot of art shows where I met some amazing local artists, and it started with like meeting the likes of Sammy, Lacey, Capo, Krista. Like I'm going to these different places and seeing these phenomenal artists. And I'm like, man, I want some of that action, man. Not so much to create, but I want to give them a platform. And a big chunk of that was I'm gonna give these walls away for free. That's why you see so much artwork here, man. We take no profit here at lounges at all. Nothing off the commission, nothing. You know, if they sell, when they sell something out of here, it's totally theirs, 100%. You know,
Okay.
and I think offering that element and giving a place such a pizzazz because you got different corners where, like you said, there's art everywhere. That influences people not only to engage with the artists that's involved here. They feel like, hey man, I'm connected here too because I love Lacey
Yeah,
or I
yeah,
love
yeah,
Capo
yeah.
and I love, and it's just like, man, we pull in other people's networks through art, and you know that's why lounges works. These folks give it a heartbeat.
I love that. That is very unique, and I've had the privilege of meeting several of these artists through here, and artists that I didn't know personally, but I had seen their work either through their social media or through a close friend. But to get here and see it hands on and see how they come in, and they're not like look at my art, they're just enjoying the environment.
yeah.
With even with you, like you got your art on the wall behind you,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna ask you about it a little bit because you don't really talk about it.
I don't.
You do so many other things, but when I walked in, I'm like, oh, this piece is dope. You're like, okay, I did that. So where does the artist aspect come in? When did you get into creating these pieces in specific?
So this year, January, I turned 39.
Okay. You wear it well.
Thank you so much, man. You look good yourself, brother. You know?
Appreciate you.
So I had a, I don't know, a resurgence of like, man, I feel like I need to do something.
Okay.
And believe it or not, man, I've been very, very envious of all the artists that have done art shows here, that have curated the space. And I'm just sitting back, even though, yeah, this is my space. It's just like, I'm kind of nervous.
Okay.
You know, how can I put something out and how can I top that? You know, not that we're in competition, but it's just like, man, these people are great.
Great. Inspiration.
Yeah. So I got in the lab, man. I love woodworking, man. I was inspired by boho art.
Okay.
With this piece behind me, one of the second largest piece that I have in here. And a lot of these pieces are mistakes. You know, like good mistakes.
Yeah. There's no mistakes in art. It's all interpretation, trial and error, and then what did he say? Happy mistakes. That's all
Happy
he-
mistakes.
yeah,
Happy
yeah.
mistakes. And yeah, a lot of these are me trying to do something like and fit into the medium. Like, hey man, this is how I'm going to adhere this panel, or this is how I'm going to lay this brush stroke, and I end up spilling paint or something. Or I end up,
Yeah,
and I'm just like, man, let me make it my own. And I don't know, man. I really tap into abstract. Like I love abstract. I love bright colors, man. As you can see, man, it's very, very colorful, man. So Yeah, abstract is my medium, man. That's my little world right there, man.
Okay. So you've been curating a lot of different events here. Walk us through the first event. I'm sure there's some trial and error here. It's been some time, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure. You had a
yeah.
lot. I don't know if
No,
you remember,
no.
but the first one you
I
recall?
remember the first event, man. So the very first event that we got activated here was actually a good friend, um, Cordell. He did an event here. It was his birthday, and he coaches Good to Great.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so he does Good to Great. He does amazing up there with those young men. But he did a birthday party here, and he kind of, just kind of shook the dust off the walls, and it was great, man. He had a good time. That's why I ended up meeting my good friend Rashana with Eye Candy Bartenders
Okay.
LLC. So you'll see Rashana
Yeah,
behind the
yeah,
bar
yeah,
doing her
yeah.
thing. But it was amazing to see how someone they already knew he was a client. I was cutting his hair, and he knew. He was just like, yeah, for my birthday party, this is what we doing. Right after that, we got footage, and I started putting stuff up, and folks was just like, oh, what are those four
Yeah, yeah,
walls?
yeah.
Right after that, I got a call from Step One and K Nice, and it was just like, bro, we got this idea from Soundbender Institute. We want to do a citywide DJ battle.
Fire.
Man, I'm talking about that night was legendary. I felt like I was kind of nervous because we didn't really have much. We didn't have artwork up. We didn't. It was four walls, some sexy lighting, and a couple of chairs here and there. Some furniture. Man, this thing felt like 8 Mile. It
Like a
felt like
warehouse
yeah,
party.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Man, we put the scaffolds up. Man, it had to be about 200-300 people here.
Ooh.
I didn't have a fence built up in the back. People were just pulling up,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people
yeah,
literally
yeah.
just parking their cars anywhere in the back. And everybody was cool. Everybody was chill. I think SO had won DJ SO won the first
Okay.
the first event, but it was like masterfully put together, man. Step and Nice, man. They did their thing with that.
Yeah.
And it was great to see DJing. It was great to see music, like people moving, people vibing with that.
Yeah.
Even from, you got West Siders, you
Right. Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
people from
yeah.
Uptown, you got people from different schools. They in here, and it's just like, yo, like they rooting for the person that they know. Like I've been to this club, I've heard this DJ, I know he's gonna rock the house. It was dope. It was a dope event, man. And they let me know from there, man, we've been rocking and rolling, man.
Okay.
From there, man, it's been real cool.
Fire, fire. So, what's your approach to promotion? I've seen you guys put out a few reels here and there.
Yeah.
I know social media is big, but how do you focus on your promotion for your events?
Man, we don't listen. I don't try to polish or over polish something that is already working. Uh, we have okay. Let me get this. So I got Jay with 420 Yoga,
Okay.
and she does R&B yoga Sundays, Wednesdays. Amber, she does yoga on Thursdays. Steve and Morgan, they do yoga, sound yoga, and regular yoga on Tuesdays. I got Watson here. He does podcast. Photo Cred Ned.
Okay.
He does photography. Um, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Those individuals that rent out this space. Oh, we got Inside Out, Ariel, Alex and Haley. They do an amazing job. All these souls in here are in a heartbeat. They rent out space, and we're all bosses together, right?
Okay.
And what happens is every morning I wake up to them posting like how
Okay.
they would normally
Yeah, yeah,
post,
yeah.
but then they add us as a collaborative,
Okay, yeah.
and then we collaborate, and literally all we're doing is cycling each other's networks. We're cycling and sharing. So Ned may post a dope photo. We'll up it up on the page, man. We're not trying to be all sexy with
Right,
it, man.
right,
We
right.
just,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, man, this is just a creative hub. So we're not going to polish something that's shining. Ned will post something. Somebody say, hey, man, from yoga. Oh, I need to get a headshot. I need to.
Okay.
Yoga come over and say, hey, I want to come over and do sound yoga. I didn't. All these things intertwine, and the heartbeat is met with the core group of people that rent out and activate the space. I don't do anything, man. I just wake up and hit accept, review, accept, and post in the stories, and it's been working, man.
That's a beautiful thing. Word of mouth is definitely, because again, I heard about lounges before I even saw what it was. Before I saw you on social media, and actually I take that back because I had seen some of your art. I had seen you as an artist,
Yeah.
and didn't put two and two together. Like, oh, that's Jackson Motif.
Yeah.
So seeing the fact that like you said, your network has become the marketing campaign, really just intertwining your different connections, and I love that. I see it's doing some real success
Thank
for
you,
you
brother.
guys.
Thank you.
So, what do you feel is the most important element to a successful event?
Uh, the right people. Vetting. I'm learning that because man, I want to see everybody get their idea off the
Right,
ground.
right.
I want to see everybody, if they got it, it could be, I want to do a pajama party. I want to do a DJ battle. I want
Okay.
to, it's all these things, man. I'm pretty accepting of all things. And with the first year, it was never about money or anything like that. It was just about, hey, if you're creative and you got an idea, let's go.
Okay.
I quickly realized though,
Not everybody moves the way you would want them
so,
to.
so we got to
Yeah,
vet
yeah.
some situations
Okay.
because there, there's some sheep's and wolf clothing, but I learned some hard lessons,
Okay.
because you
Okay.
find out some folks don't really care about your space like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
you care
yeah,
about
yeah,
your
yeah.
space. But for the most part, after the vetting process, I'm hands off.
Okay.
I help curate. Like if they need suggestions on, hey man, we could do this with the lighting in the back, or we could set up furniture like this. Micah Dixon did an amazing group chat here.
I saw that recently.
Yes, man,
Yes.
and this man, we pulled all the carpets in there, we pulled the furniture in there, and we created like this comfy, intimate setting, and it just worked,
Yeah.
So if they want my help, I'll help. But for the most part, the creatives, they come in here and they have an idea based off a visit or based off even if they haven't come here, they just have an idea like, hey, I seen it on social media, this is what I want to do. So we vet and then we let them do their thing.
Okay. I want to lean into, you've been doing these events recently. I've had the pleasure of coming to a couple motif room.
Yeah.
So I see you taking off. You mind talking about that a little bit?
All right, so the motif room is definitely a play off of Apartment Life.
Okay.
Anybody that knows me, man, I love Selection Radio. That is my thing, Joey K. But Apartment Life and Boiler Room is such an experience, man. Apartment Life, I think, is such a vibe. And if you don't know about Apartment Life, or for the folks that don't, they have a DJ as an apartment setting, and it's just, about 10, 15 friends, man, and they're getting it in, dancing, and they're matching clothes and all that good stuff. So in my mind, I'm like, I want a little bit of that, you gotta have the audacity, just tweak it a little bit, 3%, and boom, the motif room. We do a private session where I have the DJ come in, we'll record just his friends and family or her friends and family. And we record, and I might invite some of my friends and family, and we have a good time, man. It's a micro kick it.
Right.
We get some footage from that. We sauce it up a little bit and we advertise for the big kick it, which is Boiler Room esque. And boom, we got the live motif room. And yeah, it's a good time. The first one we did was with DJ Cooley. Shout out Cooley. It was an amazing event, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I really love your approach to that because I had the pleasure of coming to the more intimate one at first. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. You're like, yo, this is just to get the footage.
That's it.
This is just to build content.
That's
You
it.
got to come to the big one at the
big
end of the
one.
month. And I
Yeah.
think that is it's so unique. It's so wise because now you get an opportunity to, like you said, their closest family and friends come here and it's a little more intimate. They get to
Yeah.
curate a set. And then it creates that content, that promotion, and that conversation to bring more people out. Like, oh, I missed a small event. I got to come to the big event. And the big event was going.
Yeah,
They had people
Thank you.
dancing. And
Thank
what
you.
I love is how this space was utilized. Like you had people who were just chilling and they wanted to take their content. I'm seeing them, take their pictures together, but with your artwork in the background. You had people over there playing cards.
Yeah.
Then you had at least 50 people in the back dancing, line dance going.
Yeah.
I think that is a very unique approach. And I love what you've been able to curate here. And I'm really excited to see where you guys take this.
Thank you, man. It's been a blessing, man. And it's scary, like again, like they say, if your dreams don't scare you, like I'm literally dreaming this stuff every night. Like, ooh, I'm gonna do this. Like, I want to do a line dance party. That is fact. That is happening. That's like my midnight dream right now. Like, I want line dancing.
Okay.
Here. But it's scary because it's just like I'm always like, am I doing too much? It's like, am I doing
As a
too
creative,
much?
as an artist, you can never do too much. You know,
Yeah.
there's trial and error. Some things work, some things don't, but you learn from every aspect.
Yeah,
So
no, absolutely, man. And another part to why folks like even with the DJs coming in here and curating, man, I'm letting them have the door. I am letting them make 100% profit, and it's like that's not happening in places where, a party's not happening. You can have four walls, but that heartbeat, that's literally coming from the DJ spinning the music, and it's entering our ears, and then we're dancing and we're having a good time. I know this. I know this because of optics, and I know this because of sound. You need photographer, videographer,
Right,
DJ.
right.
I'm offering them the space, and it's been working out so amazingly because one hand helps the other. Yeah.
And you are genuinely feeding the culture. So I will say, I'm sure they've told you that, but from my perspective, we appreciate you, what you are genuinely doing, this platform you're creating for these DJs.
Thank you.
I think that's something that's not only unheard of, but you don't get enough praise for it. So I'm gonna give you your flowers while you're sitting right here for sure.
Thank you, man. I'm super humble, man. Thank you, man. I never want to get in front of the real thing, which is them. You know what I'm saying? Which is the creatives. Up till now, it's not a lot of people that know who owns lounges, and I actually have a partner. You know, so I have a business partner. We're both veterans. He's Army, I'm Navy.
Okay.
But you know, this thing, man, that bond, you know, and that spirit of, hey, he believes in me, I believe in him, we believing in each other.
Okay.
Bro, it's been working, and I've been so blessed and humble. I don't want to rock the boat.
That's
you
no,
know?
and I love that.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. It's working for you for sure.
Thank you, thank you.
So I want to talk about the Cleveland nightlife itself a little bit. What do you feel is one thing that's missing from the Cleveland nightlife currently?
Man, acceptance, man. Acceptance of everybody, man. Everybody's so cool. And this is, again, this is from my POV. This is why I don't really go out too much. When people see me out, they be like, oh, not you outside of lounges. Well, yeah, I do come outside of lounges.
Okay.
Man. And when I kick it, though, but like Rebar is a favorite kick it of mine. You know, so shout out to Rachel. And then, of course, Steph is up there. So, you know, he leading the party. I'm not really going to the big nightclubs. No hate on them at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's just not in me. I'm about to be 40, man. You know, so it's just like, bro, I like easy kick-its. I like micro kick-its. I like chill settings. And I think that part is missing. Like that part is missing. Is very turn up ish. You know what I'm saying? R&B nights aren't really real R&B. R&B nights is just like, I'm like, man, this ain't. This is a party. Like everybody's moving. You know, the sections and all that good stuff, man. It's very awkward. It's performative. You know what I'm saying? We're doing the club thing. We're not clubbing. We're just I'm going to do the club thing. Yeah, we're doing the club. Got the section, got the bottles, got the sign.
Yeah.
And it's just like everybody in Gym Pop is looking. Yeah. And I'm like, what type of fun is this?
Right.
For me, it's just like, man, come in lounge. You go, this is people that don't know and don't travel. Maybe they never been to LA or New York, where these parties are curated and abandoned warehouses or repurposed warehouses. People always come in and maybe they've seen it through social media or whatever. And I've known if they're going to places like Soho houses or something like that, they say, man, this is so LA. This is so New York. And I'm like, man, what? I'm like, I thank you for the compliment, but dog, this is so Cleveland.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is Cleveland. And this is just something where we can accept this, where you don't have to come flashy. You can come as you are. Come ready to dance. Come ready to chill. Come ready to, you know, vibe out, man. We ain't trying to do all the cool stuff. Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. If you could describe the Cleveland nightlife in 3 words or less, what would you say?
Expensive.
Message.
It's expensive, man. Yeah, it's expensive, man. It's a night out, man, and I don't know, man. I know Kay went off on this about the drink prices, man. Hey, we charge some boutique prices here. So, you know, I don't want nobody.
Listen, I wouldn't go put you on the spot, but
you go to the museum, you go to other places where,
for sure.
You know, we got to pull permits, we got to do all types of things, you know, you know, there's liability involved.
And you're giving back to the artist and the performer itself, so you got to eat a little bit. I respect it. I respect it.
You know, but beyond that, man, I just think it's all expensive because of you, again, if you're going to do the club, you can't just come as you are. Like they might not even let you in based off how you dress. You know what I'm saying? So clubs, they want optics, man. They want good looking or good dressed people who appear to look good. So they want optics, man. And you know, not everybody may be able to get in. And then when you get in for real, like, are you dancing? Are you enjoying the music? It's just it's expensive, man. It's expensive. Yes, the drinks are expensive. The bottles, the whole experience. Clubbing is expensive, man.
Like you said, performative. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, what's one thing you feel the Cleveland nightlife has that other cities don't have?
Oh man, we unique. Our music is dope, and I had to catch back up on all this, man. And I get teased about it, man. It's certain songs I'll be tapping Rashana. I'm like, man, who is this? Because everybody know the song. It's a line dance to it. And the first time, like, I heard Preem. The first time I heard like I knew about Al Fats, man,
Okay,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm in the Navy at
Yeah.
2004. Like
Okay, right,
I don't
right.
know about the things, man. So I'm hearing this music and people reciting. I don't know this. I don't
Mm.
know the Cleveland culture. So going when I was like I used to cut in Medusa when I first started.
Okay.
I used to cut in the privileged section, man, and I was cutting the owners and
Yeah.
staff and stuff like that. But actually going out, like going out to Rumor, I actually miss not Rumor, I'm sorry, Park Social.
Okay.
Hey man,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually miss
yeah.
Park Social, man. It was smooth, man. But like I just remember hearing the Cleveland music and I'm just like, I don't know who the hell that is. But the music is dope, man. It's raw. Like I like how we move to our sound.
Fire,
You know what I'm
fire.
saying?
So Cleveland has talked about, you used to have your network. How has the Cleveland community responded to lounges? What have you heard?
Man, all positive stuff, man. I don't think we got like one bad review on Yelp. Somebody poured like a cocktail down the shampoo bowl. So I kind of, I had to say something. She didn't like how I told her about herself. But beyond that, though, man, I don't hear any hate. I
Okay.
don't hear anything like that. I get all praises, man. And if it's not coming directly to me, it's coming to the folks that's curating events. And if their event is received well, or if what business they have here is being received well, that means Lounges is doing well. So they're a direct representative of themselves and the company they keep. So. I believe, yeah, I haven't heard anything negative, man.
Okay. Neither have I.
Yeah,
Only positive
yeah.
for sure. So, what's your hope for the legacy of lounges? Where do you see it in the next 5 to 10 years?
So I want to completely get this to the people. I don't know how that looks, but I would love for it to work like almost like a public theater. You know what
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Where
yeah.
folks could come in, maybe there's a point of contact. You could come in and, it can be self-sufficient. You could come in, run your event, clean up, leave it good for the next person. As far as the art, everything in here, man, is open to the public. Come and hang your art, and work out a organized system in that type of way. But I don't see myself like retiring here in Cleveland. I don't see me staying here in Cleveland.
Okay.
I was gone for so long and came back.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that part out, man. I do know I want to give it to the people though. Right now my hands are all in it,
Yeah, well, you
So,
gotta be. You hands
yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah. But I want it to run itself,
Okay.
and that comes with me being trusting. That comes with the people trusting that hey, this place has been good to me, so I need to be as good of a custodian to it. But it's my high hopes that this thing can run itself and people can share this space, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
I love that. I got a couple more questions in closing. Do you have any advice for upcoming entrepreneurs looking to get in the business aspect of the nightlife?
So I can I make it more broader?
Yeah, yeah,
Just
absolutely.
not even nightlife, but in
Okay.
anything, man. This is gonna go in hand in hand. But um, use people, do not misuse people. Give a lot, receive a lot. And just be good to people. And that is come out that scarcity mindset.
Okay.
And for me, I don't operate in that space. And as an entrepreneur, yes, there's more space for you to be taken advantage of, your kindness, your time, the opportunity. But for the most part, being good to people and giving more and leaving more room, um, it's worked out tremendously for me. And I feel like more people are apt to say, "Hey, what can I do for you?" Because I haven't even done a favor for them or done anything for them, but they heard of the favors and
Okay,
they know,
okay,
so they're
okay.
like, "What can you?" And I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs, just not in this space, but in other spaces around the world, whatever, like just be good to people. Come out the scarcity mindset, operate in abundance, operate in knowing and confidence. And if you don't have it all together, if you don't have it all figured out, sure you could fake it until you make it, but then you're only gonna be able to burn so many people. And I think people are burnt out. So it's just like, man, come into the game operating as a subject matter expert. And I did so much research on the way up,
Okay.
and up is subjective,
Right,
but
right, right, right,
but
for
it's just
sure.
like, man, I just did so much research and I looked right and left and I saw what other folks were doing, man, and I moved in confidence, man. So
Okay.
I know that's a mouthful or
No. I
but
love that. I feel like
yeah,
that was genuine,
yeah,
and people, that's a testimony. You've been able to build what you've been able to build because of your network.
yeah.
Because of the bridges that you've built, not burnt.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. And know when to get out. Like,
Oh,
yeah, no, hey, as you
facts.
speak about the bridges, sometimes, hey, burn them
Yeah,
shits down.
yeah,
Hey, burn them
yeah.
down. Don't look back, run,
Yeah.
But shit, for the most part, man, yeah, it's been a good ride, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
If you were to throw a dream event here at Lounges, who's playing, who's performing, who's invited?
man. Uh, so I would want to do. This is crazy you ask this because I have the answer. I want to do a mega karaoke type situation.
Okay.
I'm talking about cash prize. I want everybody involved. I want the city to be able to come out, and it's anything. Like I want you to come out to be able to sing, instrument,
Okay.
DJ. Like I have you seen the jam sessions in the park at Edgewater
Yeah,
where
yeah,
y'all
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. With the
get
drums
together
and
and
stuff.
everybody just bringing
Yeah.
instruments? I just want people to know, like, hey man, we're doing open karaoke here. We got a mega cash prize.
Okay.
People are in to have a good time. We got multiple DJs in the building that's able to, do whatever, man. But I just want people to come and be humble, like that level of humility to be able to go up there and sing
Yeah.
or just be proud of what you think
Yeah.
whatever. I just think that would be so much fun, man. Like that's one of the things, man. I've always wanted to do here, man. A game show of some sort.
Okay.
I always wanted to set it up, man. Game show, talk show. I just want to do all the things, man. I really want to turn this into like Jimmy Kimmel, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Listen, you doing it. You doing it right
live
now. I tell
studio
you that.
audience, man. Like all the things, and it's just like it's so it's so comical. I think when I laugh about it because it's like we have space. Do we have to be in like Fox or CBS? Like we got space, man. We go do what we can, man, and make it look good. But let's just move with confidence, So those are, and then I mentioned line dancing. So those are the three things,
Yeah.
man. I want to do a dope line dancing event here, man, where we're teaching and then we're executing what we learned, man,
Okay.
and then we just turn it into a party, bro.
I think that's fire, and you're already on the route to do that. So I feel like it's just a matter of time for when that happens for you.
For sure, man.
And in closing, how would you describe Lounges in 3 words or less?
Lounges is abundant. It is peaceful and for everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to tap in with Lounges CLE. Tap in with Jackson's Motif. AD, we appreciate you taking the time to meet with us.
Thank you, brother.
Likewise.
Thank you.
That's out.